him, you are the one. Please remember that. So there are queries which will be posed by a patient. Please have that patience. Even if you cannot answer all his queries, even if you can pat him on his back and tell him everything will be all right, that is good enough. Because what happens in many cases, the first response is, the world has come off. So please don't give him that response. Give him a very positive response. I think positivity of a doctor takes care of half his ailments. The rest of the medical medicine comes later. But the first approach, an approach with a smile, an approach with a positivity, I think takes care of much of a health care than any other medication that is required. And how does a doctor approach a patient? That is very important. Because as I told you, medicine, yes, is necessary. But the psychological treatment, I think, is more important than the medication. In most ailments, the psychological part of it, where you sort of give the confidence, the comfort that everything is going to be all right, becomes very critical. And this is something which I would really request doctors to please spare the time. As I told you, I know you are very busy persons, but please spare that 1 second to tell him things will be all right, it will be fine. Like I always tell the government also, the bureaucracy also, that 99 times when a person comes to you, he knows that you are not going to solve his problem. But just tell him, chusukuntanu, that's one thing that it has been done. So he knows that it is not done. But chusukuntanu and chepte chalu. He was Malaredi garu chepparu, Bombay lo floods vastadi, Chennai lo floods vastadi, కానీ Hyderabad బాగా కొట్టింది అమ్మాయి. So, see, point is we should not turn a blind eye to anything. I think we should face facts as they are. Reality is what it is. That is what we should do. In fact, today when I was seeing the simulation center, my memory went back to almost 50 years back. I was just telling Dr. Nageshwar Reddy, I remember Dr. Govind Raju, with the man who gave me my second life. I had an accident in 1971 at Nandyal, and I was thrown out of the, I was subsequently told, all this is what I have been told, like a film. It is sort of a rewind, and that's what I'm telling you, is a rewind, because I am not aware of what really happened. I was probably thrown out of the car, I was unconscious, I was brought to my sub-divisional hospital, and the police being what it is, people are very, very sort of scared for police, I don't know for what reason. He left me on the veranda and went away. A prisoner who was coming for his treatment suddenly saw me and said, ASP garu. Then people woke up and said, the ASP was bleeding there. Then I was transported to Kurnool. I was unconscious for about 5 days. I went through all this treatment. All that there was shown in incidents. I do not know what was all there at that point of time. But here I am back in life. So I always think you are gods. Doctor is a God Almighty. And he's one person. Like for example, when you go to a temple or you go to a holy place, you cannot tell lies to the God at least. That's one place where you're really asking for what you want. So you have to speak a certain amount of truth. Whether it's pardon from a crime, pardon for something, you have to speak the truth. So also before doctors are one person with whom we have to share the truth. Only then the treatment will be proper.
కానీ కొద్దిగా సాటి మనిషికి దాన్ని అందించేటువంటి మెకానిజం ఇంకా పూర్తి స్థాయిలో ఆపదలో ఉన్న వాళ్ళకి అందించలేకపోతున్నదే ఇవాళ తపన. మనం ఇంకా రాకెట్ సైన్స్ యుగంలో కూడా, ఇంత కంప్యూటర్ యుగంలో కూడా ఈనాటికి ఎంత డిస్పారిటీస్ ఉన్నాయో, ఎంత అంతరాలు ఉన్నాయి ఈ సమాజంలో. ఈ శాస్త్ర విజ్ఞానాన్ని అందిపుచ్చుకోలేక ప్రాణాలు వదులుతున్న వాళ్ళు ఎంత ఉన్నారో మనం చూస్తాము. ప్రపంచంలో అన్నిటికంటే విలువైంది, ప్రపంచంలో అన్నిటికంటే ఇవాళ మానవ సంపదని మనిషిని ఎంత గొప్పగా మనం భావిస్తాము. కానీ ఆ మనిషిని కాపాడుకునే క్రమంలో ఇవాళ మన దేశంలో కానీ మన రాష్ట్రంలో కానీ ఇవన్నీ కూడా వస్తూ ఉన్నాయి. ఇంతకుముందే కృష్ణరాజు గారు, మా జీవిక రెడ్డి గారు చెప్పారు, ఇంతకుముందు